In this lonely ass world, it's getting colder. I'm not going nowhere if I cannot take my boat there. My mind was bred a little different, yeah, from my own past. If I see heat, why the fuck would I wanna go there? Mama, I make you smile. Mama, your little nigga came from wildin'. Mama, always got in trouble, I was shouted. Mama, now I'm staring at shit. Mama, I'm the pilot. Mama, if I want something, I'ma go get it. Mama, swim with the sharks, piranhas, and fishes. Mama, it's so hard down here, God is my witness. Mama, I know where I'm going. Mama, I'm a fan. It's hard not knowing who is really gonna be there for me. I wish you could be here to see me the day I start touring. Shit be on my mind every second when I'm not recording. I'm waking up conversating with the Lord every morning. I mistakenly took the wrong path, I had to rewind. I fumbled trying to move too fast, I had to keep trying. Growing up I got in trouble, told myself to keep lying. So much stress be building up, swear I be needing me time.
Grand rising. How are my people doing today? Besides frozen. Hello, it is snowing, and I'm happy to see the snow because I'm not outside in the snow, baby. But this is the perfect weather for bam. Shades of Blue by AM Morning. What? And it's the perfect weather to get you some Molly Moss, sea moss, and some hot herbal tea. Curl up with a good book. This is that weather. This is that weather. We've been waiting for it, Molly. Get your sea moss and your shades of blue and have a good time in the house, nice and warm. And it's a beautiful view outside when you're not in it. It looks so beautiful. You go all curled up in your smoking jacket or your robe, whatever it is. You get your cup of hot tea with the moss, sea moss in it. Take another sip because it burn your lip. Then you get this book, Shades of Blue by AM Morning. Yes. Ain't nothing like it. And all y'all govies are off or taking liberal leave. Y'all tune into the Morning Mac Show today. Today is the Monday Madness. And we got some stuff to discuss. And I want to say good morning to my panel. Good morning. Hey, Trey.
What's up, Slim? Good morning. Good morning.
You know, every time I see your name, I this is what I wanted to say. It's Trey Money. You know how Jay-Z be put a million. Trey Money.
You talking about the Lil Wayne joint? Yeah.
And talking about. And my favorite person in the world, Lee.
What's up?
Good morning.
What's up?
Shoot, it's a nice little morning.
Yeah, but it's white out here, man. It's real white.
Yeah, Lord.
This is the only time that they can say white is bad.
That ain't the only time.
I know that it was a joke. Come on now.
Well, you know what? You said it at the right time because it's the 4-year anniversary of the what?
Insurrection. The masturbation of democracy.
That's what you call it?
Demonstrate. What do you call it? A mockery of.
No, I mean, they was just going hog wild. They was just making it do what they do. They look. That girl got up there and said, "Our natural nature is we're savages." I was like, "Well, she said it," and
yeah. That's what we're at one point.
They was interviewing all the people about what happened at the, at the Capitol and everything and all of that. That was some good staging. If that was a stage production, that was a really impressive stage production because there a lot of people was in that. I wonder how much they paid.
Yeah, they must have paid a lot
to get out there to do that.
I know they paid for the buses to get them there.
Well, like the dude that took crap on Nancy Pelosi's desk. How much would that be worth?
What the
A lot of jail time.
It's a lot of money, but they got.
I know what you meant. I know what you meant.
No, I'm saying, but are you talking about the poop or the laptop? Which one of them cost more?
They did all of the destruction. I don't understand it. They just let back and let it unfold, you know. But when we was trying to do our Black Lives Matters, we had the police out there with the guns ready and the gas thing ready, and it was a peaceful protest.
And the rubber bullet, don't forget about the rubber bullets and the curfew and chasing people into people's houses and the Bible being upside down and backward for a photo shooting. Oh my goodness. We can't walk down the street. These motherfuckers should run up in the Capitol to take a crap and wipe it on the wall. And the privileges.
Right.
I wonder, did we really feel that though? You know what I mean? That was a real. I don't know if y'all remember, or I don't even know if it's related, but there was these muscle trucks, right, with different states on the back. Not trucks, the Dodge Chargers, and it looked like cows. They were spotted like cows, and then they kept zooming up and down the road before the 6 in our area.
Yep.
And I remember that morning, me and my son, we was at Walmart, the one down in Waldorf. And this was no capping. I said, stay close to me because it was like a rally in the middle of the damn Walmart of all of these white folks in not military. What's that camouflage stuff? And I'm like, what's going on here? Did I walk into something? You know, I just tell you stay close to me, you know, in case something, you know, well, he a man too, but you know, I was there to protect mine. And the ladies was walking around shopping, and I was like, what in the heck is they about to have a tailgate party or something? I didn't know what. And that same day, Misha was like, we not government, they shut the inner city government down, they told us not to come out and all this and that. And the mayor told everybody stay in the house. That she was on the news and told everybody do not go out there, not escalate nothing, just stay in the house. And we did, and we watched the mayhem from television. And my son was like, this is what they was coming to do. I was like, I don't think this is what they was coming to do, but this is what ended up happening. So 4 years ago now, is it going to happen again? January 20th, inauguration day comes. So hey, I hope it don't. I hope everything be cool and copacetic. But they not taking chances this time. They got burial walls up and everything, and especially after the attack in New Orleans. I don't know. It just reminds me of the Purge. And speaking of Purge, Trey, it's Monday Madness. Is it something you like to purge? You like to talk about today, Trey?
No, because I didn't give you the videos for it.
Yeah, I figured I ain't see the video.
I ain't even send them because I forgot about it.
So, when the last time y'all looked up anything on January 6th and what happened?
Well, the last time I saw anything on January 6th, it showed the director of the FBI and intelligence giving up the information that assisted the insurrection. That was about 3-4 days ago. I don't know if I sent it to the group.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, it been years. It been years. Lately, the last couple of months is proof there was 26 FBI officers out there. They was the ones doing all that riot shit. The same shit 4 years ago when I said that's the FBI. It's inside. It's Antifa. And now there's proof that that's what it was. It was an inside job. They was out there causing mayhem, dressed like Trump supporters, lying to people, had people thinking that this was something that he did. And not only he talking about it, the world talking about it. Even Stephen A. Smith talking about it. So I got the video for y'all.
Wait a minute, let him finish, please.
I got the video for y'all on Stephen A. Smith talking about it. In case y'all didn't do no research, it's 100 news articles. They got these FBI. They trying to lock these niggas up. All of them. The FBI been protecting each other. They won't tell them which officers it was. So they've been going back looking at video, finding them and grabbing up the ones that was. But it might was more than 26. But now we know it's an inside job, and it wasn't no accident. It wasn't no Trump told his supporters go down there and do this. No, they was marching peacefully, and they was doing everything peaceful. It was the FBI that's doing it. And even when they get proof and it come out, people just hate Trump so much that they believe anything. And this Stephen A. talking about it right here.
I want to get into some politics before we get on out of here.
People who actually
bottom up Joe Biden's presidency. And for the sake of argument, it hasn't been a good one. The Democrats lost the White House, Senate, and House in the November election. Meanwhile, this week, FBI Director Christopher Wray announced plans to resign at the end of the Biden administration as President-elect Donald Trump takes office in January. The news comes amidst a bombshell report from the Justice Department that revealed the FBI had at least 26 confidential informants on the ground when the Capitol was stormed on January 6, 2021. The report says most of the informants engaged in illegal activity during the chaos. The Justice Department says only 3 of its 26 informants present had been instructed to observe potential domestic terrorist suspects on the day of the riot. The rest of the 23 appeared to have gone to the Capitol on their own accord. Upon hearing news of the report, Vice President-elect J.D. Vance posted the following on X, quote, "For those keeping score at home, this was labeled a dangerous conspiracy theory months ago," end quote. So 23 folks for the FBI were in the crowd. And we're just finding it out. Didn't hear anything about that for the election. Didn't hear anything about that when the quote-unquote insurrection was broached by Vice President Kamala Harris as the Democratic nominee, by President Biden before her, by Democrats in both the House and the Senate as they articulated the belief that Donald Trump was a danger to democracy and using this as a profound, illuminating bullet point to make that case. And now here we are yet again finding
I finished it a little late, but that's a little bit. It's more research on it. But Stephen A. Democrat, he support Biden now. For him to come out and speak the truth, I love it. That's why I said I had to share. But what's y'all thoughts? If y'all can do more research, the FBI was behind the Capitol riot. I don't care what people believe or they told you. It's proof that is out. They going to jail. I can't wait till they get locked up. How do y'all feel about it? Y'all just think it's another made-up story?
I think it's the government. It's always the government. It's the government. It's always, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that they got 23 people to stir it up. But what about all those other people that was going along with them? Because it was more than 23 people that stormed that Capitol. They got it. Look, and he said it was their informants. It was the FBI's informants. And then he said that 26 other people came there on their own accord. So it must have been people that was going just to charge chaos. Like you said in Tiva, just like when they did the Black Lives Matter walk, and Tiva came out there at night. This was when I saw that girl spraying Black Lives Matter on the side of the coffee shop with the Starbucks in her hand. And I looked, and guess what? They wasn't black girls. They was people paid to get out there to do that stuff. Like you said, it's Tiva. But when we say Tiva, Molly, people don't know what that is.
Well, tell them then.
You gotta look it up. Let me go back to it's another organization. It's not like the Illuminati, but it's an organization that controls like politics. It's like one of those other private organizations.
So a propaganda-driven organization? Is Antifa based on propaganda? Okay.
Yeah,
that's what I want to know. We gotta tell them if we say something. We can't be hitting them with what they don't know or shit. Let's just tell them if we know. I don't
that was a good
personally
one.
know the definition or abbreviation, but I was just wondering, you know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look it up and I'm gonna have a definition or something, you know, like somewhere down the line I can bring up what it says.
Yeah, thank you. They want to keep the stuff started. Basically,
the thing is, this is something that we knew. We knew.
What's up, Josh? Good morning.
We knew that the FBI had something to do with it. There was members of the Capitol Police that had things to do with it. But if the dog whistle is blown to say, come on down, it's going to be a really good time, that's a dog whistle. People can be recruited to do whatever they want them to do for whatever reasons. You can't just, I understand that the government is behind a lot of stuff, but as an individual, you don't have to go along with it. But if he sent out the dog whistle for it, and then everybody else grouping it together, you just can't say it was just that. There's a lot of components to it. You got to remember, allegedly, that the Supreme Court Justice Clarence's wife rented the buses for that. She's not an FBI agent, but she knew more than what she did know. We know that much. This is not a celebration. I don't know why everybody take this to be a celebration, and your freedom, your kids' freedom is getting ready to be taken away from them. So this is a very dangerous situation right now. I mean,
why they freedom? Why our kids' freedom being taken away from? How is that?
Well, if you're going into a certain autocracy, anything that you're gonna lose your rights over, your fundamental rights, your rules, the natural rules of law, your freedom to a dictatorship. Who was that spoke it? I think it was Zapp in 1986 said that we was headed this way. Anything that Reagan did, it put us in the trajectory to be where we are right now. I think I sent it to the group. If you look at that, you'll understand what I'm saying. I mean, that was one scary moment that did not have to happen. My uncle died at the Capitol years ago. He got shot. Him and his partner got shot in the Capitol. James Chestnut. It's not a good thing when it's not good. Everybody end up in danger. I don't care who knew.
What was your uncle? What happened? What was going on in the Capitol back there for your uncle to get shot?
I don't know the whole detail, but I don't know all of the details, but this one lone gunman, they said he had PTSD, maybe. He was a soldier, but he came in.
What was happening at the Capitol?
Nothing. The guy walked in and he went in. They said the report was he went in and they rejected him because he didn't have proper ID. And then when he came back with the shotgun and shot both of them, him and his partner.
Lord.
So it's something that I take very, very serious. I mean,
I'm trying to figure out the Capitol riot got to do with people's rights and laws, because we got more rights than we had when you talking about. The time you talking about, we got way more freedom to do a little more things than we used to do. We couldn't play basketball, now we out there playing basketball. Couldn't play football, now we playing. Couldn't sing, rap, dance.
So
we couldn't do none of these things, and now we doing it. So it's like, what rights is we
Wait a minute,
losing?
one at a time.
What rights are we losing as black people if we constantly keep being the first president, the first black vice president, the first woman black president? It's just like, what rights are we losing? I want to know what rights we losing, how we really losing them instead of all feelings and just saying stuff. What rights did we lose?
Okay, Molly, let her respond.
Yeah, what rights they gonna lose? I want to know.
If you're in put it like right here, in certain countries other than here and abroad that run through autocrats and Democrats, not Democrats, autocrats, and whatever they tell you to do, that's what you do. That's what you do. You don't do no more than what they tell you to do. That's that's not a freedom.
I'm lost. Is that answering the question? Reese, can you tell me what laws that they changing that our kids and stuff should be afraid of? That these laws about to change? Because I already know what they say do has always been that case. That's what the Democrats and whoever. But now that Trump and I keep hearing that things about to be changed for our kids and our future. I want to know what's going to be changed. Because you might be telling the truth, I just might not know. I want to know.
Question when y'all done.
Yeah,
honestly, I'm gonna be straightforward with you. Section 3 of the 14th Amendment, if they could use that to not certify this election, would be a blessing.
Okay.
I have a question.
What up, KLM?
I don't know what that says.
What's up, KLM? Good morning.
Good morning, KLM. Good morning. Hey, you can jump in the conversation anytime. We're talking about the insurrection. It's the 4-year anniversary of that. And Molly shared this great video with us by Stephen A. My Stephen A. was showing and telling us that what the people didn't know, that a lot of this was driven and spearheaded by the FBI, and the FBI had what they say 26 informants on the ground,
right,
to stir up commotion in the riot. And Molly was saying that was Antifa doing that, and I said, yeah, I can believe that. That's still the leg of they come. They're always trying to stir up stuff and control the narrative to get everybody all hoopla and wild up so they can go whatever way they want to. It's always going against Antifa. And people, it's a real organization that are believing. But Molly was saying how a lot of that stuff about the FBI and that they kept back from the public, and now that they open and they telling stuff, how do we feel about the insurrection now? Is that about right, Molly? Did I miss something? And then that's what the conversation you came in on with Molly and Lee having a conversation.
Yeah, I heard the hot debate. I heard the hot debate.
How are you feeling this morning?
I'm here. God woke me up this morning. It's a blessing to see all y'all on the screen today. You know, it's a beautiful thing.
It is.
You know me. I'm entertainment. You know, I can explain the industry to you from beginning to end, the ins and outs of the industry, all that good stuff. I help artists reach their level of where they can't reach. You know, that's what I do.
Okay. But what do you feel about today being you feel any way or any kind of way or what they were saying? Do you have any opinion on that?
No, I'm not gonna touch on all that. I ain't gonna touch on all that. That ain't my area. That ain't my area of expertise. I can't. No. Now, if you talking to me about music, entertainment, fashion, dance, that's my expertise. I can help you in that. All that other stuff.
Okay.
That ain't me.
All right. This is part 2.
We need to connect.
We can get into the music, entertainment, and fashion. And KLM is joining us again today because, as you know, we were going to do the interview with Rizzy today. And because unforeseen circumstances, she's not able to make it on the show today. But I hope she's somewhere watching. And she's getting ready to watch how her manager is representing her today. and what she do. So for those who didn't listen to the show or catch the show last week, now they snowed in today. They got time, hopefully, to watch if they're working from home. Tell the people who KLM is and where he come from. And
that's a book in himself. Well, KLM is Kennedy Lee McFerguson. KLM is a choreographer, a dancer, manager, creative director, all around businessman. I take no-name dancers and turn them into superstars. I educate singers, rappers, models, actors on how the industry works, the ins and outs, the do's, the don'ts, and the dark side of it. And this industry that I'm a part of, that I've been a part of for 45 years, it's not what you know, it's who you know. You can be the best at whatever your gift and your talent is, but at the end of the day, you're going to have to work with somebody. You're going to have to trust somebody. I know it's hard to trust people, but what I say to that is do your homework, do your research. Find out who the person is that you're talking to. Reach out to somebody that may know him, or just Google and see who he is, where he come from, what he's about. If he's who he say he is he trustworthy? Can I trust this guy? Can I trust this female? It doesn't matter. In this industry is dog eat world out here, because this is a male dominant industry that we're in. But there is some females and some women that came into this industry that took the industry by storm. And I take my hat off to them because they are incredible at what they do. So all the artists out there that's listening that wants to be in this industry, learn your craft. Learn your craft. Know what your craft is. Know what it consists of. Know the ins and outs of your craft. For me, it started out doing talent shows and block parties and stuff of that nature. You may have to do some open mic nights. I've been through that arena as well. There's nothing wrong with that. That's a beautiful thing. But eventually you're gonna advance from that, move on to bigger and better things for yourself as an artist. You got to know the difference between a manager, an agent. They're two different things. Representation, because labels don't talk to artists. They talk to your representation, which is your manager or your agent or your advisor.
Let me ask you a question. Tell us the difference between the manager and the agent.
A manager manages your whole career, but to bring in a manager, you have to already have something going on. You can't bring in a manager and you don't have nothing going on. That gives him nothing to manage. You got to already be established and got too much going on where you can't handle it all yourself. That's when you bring in a manager to help you with that.
And the agent is like, go ahead.
A booking agent, basically what it is. He books. He helps you book events, shows, and things of that nature. He speaks on your behalf. When you don't know certain things, or if they do business meetings with the artist or whatever, it's best to have your advisor present, because your advisor can catch things that you can't or that you won't. Definitely make sure that he goes over your contracts with you and study certain things that you may not understand, because a lot of the stuff in there in these contracts, which is the difference between a contract and an agreement. Agreement is like 4 pages, 6 pages long. A contract is 12 to 24 pages. You can't read a 12 and 24 page contract. You need to have it at least 2 weeks to review it, and you have to have it reviewed by an entertainment attorney. Once you have it reviewed by an entertainment attorney, you're going to spend about $3,000 because of the simple fact of all the work that he has to do. He has to go in, he has to read it, he has to take out certain things, he has to tell you what this means, what that means, and that's time consuming. No one does anything for free. There are business advisors out here, that's all they do is advise, and they live very well off of it. But at the end of the day, as an artist, you have to build a plateau for yourself. That means you have to make a name for yourself wherever you're from. You can't go to New York, Atlanta, LA, Miami, and try to make a name for yourself because they're gonna ask you where you're from. They know people from where you're from in the music industry, and they're gonna make phone calls. So if you haven't made a name for yourself where you are, you have to start there. It's basically you have to crawl before you can walk. And if you happen to come across a KLM or someone of my magnitude or my stature, which is a blessing, always remember time is money. Don't do nothing for free. But in the beginning, you have to do a little something to build that name and that repertoire. I started out 30 years ago doing what a lot of these artists is doing now. So I had to, crawl before I can walk. But now I'm thankful and blessed to say that I can open up a lot of doors for a lot of people. I know a lot of people. I can make phone calls on certain people's behalves. You just got to be about your BI. That's the name of the game. If you're not hungry, don't do this. Don't do this. If you're doing it for fun, if you're not hungry, if this is not something that you want to do as a career, don't do it. Because now you're playing, and then we take offense to that because we do this for real. This is how we eat. This is how we pay our bills. This is how we live. It's a lot of dancers out here to this day that think they started this industry. No, you did not. No, you did not. So, like when I ask a lot of people, have they ever heard of a KLM? And they say no, and they say they from Washington D.C. What part of D.C. are you from? And you never heard of me? That don't make sense. Because before you was doing what you was doing, I did it 10 times more than you. So, for me at this time, I'm not even at the point of trying to battle or stuff like that. I get that a lot. A lot of people want to dance giving, and that wouldn't be a good idea because you're going to lose. You can't win. I'd rather educate and teach you instead of dance against you because, like I said, you have nothing coming. I'm gonna take your style, your dance style that you know how to do. You do a move or two. I'll take that same move that you did and show you how to do it 20 ways. And you only know how to do it 2 ways.
Videos of you dancing or you doing any choreography?
No. All of those are in my archives. I will have to send them over to y'all so y'all can see. Like when I danced on, like when I auditioned for BET Teen Summit, that was 96 and 97. When I went to audition for them,
you were dancing on Teen Summit.
Hey, it is what it is. I was doing my thing. You hear me? But when I went to audition for them, I think my audition lasted 15 minutes. I didn't even get out the door before they ran and grabbed me. And they was like, I don't know who you are, but that style of dance, I've never seen it up close in person. I only seen it on TV. And they said it would be an honor to have you dance on our show. And it was a blessing. I've met a lot of people. That's how I was introduced to my industry sister, Maya. And I worked with a lot of people in the industry, a lot. Like the artists that I started out with, Maya, Genuine, Tony Terry, Stacy Lattisaw, Randy Gill, which is Johnny Gill's brother. He used to be in a group called To The Extreme.
Well, you just went 2 different decades on them. I don't even think they know it because Stacy Lattisaw, Johnny Gill, was 10 years before Maya and Genuine. Maybe 20.
Yeah,
before
yeah.
you
It's
broke
my resume. My resume speaks for itself, you know. And like I
that's a big
say,
yeah.
amen. You know, for me, all I want to do is just teach the industry to the younger generation that's coming up, so they'll know. Because when you go in here and you sit in these corporate business meetings, you can say the wrong thing and you can mess up $1 million deal. You got to know how to dress, all of that. You can't just go in there with your pants hanging off your ass. That ain't gonna work. They ain't gonna let you in the door. It's a certain way you talk, certain way you walk, certain way you dress. It's a lot, because this industry is nothing to play with. A lot of people take this industry as a joke. Don't. They'll blackball you very quickly, to the point where you're an artist and you didn't work extremely hard. Your album is hot. Your singles is crazy. It never came out because you said something or you did something, and now you're blackballed. You gotta watch your tongue. Your tongue, it could be very, very swift, to the point where it can hurt you in the end. So this is a business that you really gotta know. Like, you know, I was talking to a dancer last night, and I was explaining to her about certain books that you can go to the bookstore and get. All you need to know about the music industry. There's several books out there, but that book is a mandatory book to have. It explains to you the industry, far as the ins and the outs, what a producer, manager, choreographer, dancer, executive producer, what all they do, what's their responsibilities, how much they get paid for what they do, all of that. So certain books out there can help you find out what you need to know.
Let me ask you, Kennedy, your clientele, a lot of these, you say a lot of dancers. Are these a lot of exotic dancers that you're getting?
No.
Okay,
no.
These are
No.
studio dancers. Where's your studio?
Yeah.
Do you have a studio?
I'm based out of the DMV.
Okay, where's your studio at? Do you have a studio?
I have an actual studio that I work out of. A lot of the studios that I work out of, like for the ones that I go to, is a little different for me, because my name speaks value. So I can just walk in and talk with them and like let me come in. It's like certain studios, Joy Emotion and all these other studios where they have these open call dance auditions and so forth and so on. I'll go in as a special guest and look at these dancers and put these dancers in the right direction, just like what Jermaine Dupri did for the rap game. That's what I do for the dance game.
Oh no, well, I mean, I thought you teach. You don't teach class. You don't.
I have dancers and choreographers to do that.
Oh, okay. Okay, so where do your dancers and choreography, like say if they want to be part of KLM dance troupe, where do they need to go to meet you, or where do they go to rehearsal practice? Where do you go selecting?
It don't work that way.
Okay.
The people get chosen. You don't get to choose your way in. You get chosen.
It don't work that way. My remedy is serious. It's very serious, because like I said, I don't play with this. So for you to get in contact with me or reach me, you can go to www.9entertainment.com, which is my website.
I think the better question would be, like from what she said, I think the better question would be, what circles should those people be in to reach someone like you, to be even noticed or picked up from someone like you?
Oh, you gotta know someone.
Because you're not gonna be, which that's what I mean.
You gotta know someone in the industry that knows me to get in contact with me, or you can reach out to me freely on your own. But when you do, believe me, there's 1,001 questions that's coming your way.
Okay.
Because I need to know exactly who you are, where you come from, how did you hear of me, who advised you to talk to me. I ask a lot of questions because I need to know, because you can bring a dancer in and be a part of your collaborant, of everything you build. And that dancer can make you lose everything.
But
How did you
what
get in
circle
contact
should
with
that
Rick?
person be in though? That's why I'm
I mean,
trying
it
to get.
really, it don't like, I talk
Because
to
you're going to
beginners.
be involved in certain things that automatically will, for someone looking up and down at someone else and being able to help their situation or have influence on what they're doing, you looking at certain qualities, you're looking at certain things that someone has done. Just like in another fashion, you might be looking at what college that person went to. You might be looking at their GPA. You might be not on your scale, but on someone else's scale. You might be looking down at certain things like that let you know that person is a possible candidate to mess with in the first place and to spend your
Yeah,
time. So
I asked for resumes and stuff like that. Send their resumes to my email address and all that stuff, and live footage, or let me see your Instagram and let me see what you got going on your Instagram and so forth and so on. I look at every little thing. It's like I'm always on the gram, so I'm always looking.
How did you
And it's
find
not
Rizzy?
Rizzy was basically brought to me from a mutual friend. Was like telling me like, "Yo, Kay, you need to hear this girl. Bruh, you need to hear her. I promise you, it won't be a waste of your time." I said, "Okay, I'll listen." When that girl opened up her mouth, it was no more need to be said. This girl sounded like Toni Braxton. Her vocals is that good. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, even with Rizzy needed someone that believed in her and give her that extra push that she needs. And I'm thankful that she feels comfortable and she chooses to work with yours truly, KLM. And, with my guidance and direction and my industry connects and my know-how on how to move in this industry, she's good.
So you her agent?
Yeah, I'm a business advisor.
Okay.
A business advisor, agent, and manager, 3 different things.
Okay.
But she listens to me. And I mean, she knows enough to the point where she can sit down and talk with you about this, that, and the third, and so forth and so on. But like if certain things come to her that she don't know, she'll contact me and then I will break it down for her and explain it to her, like contracts and all of that. These are certain things you need to ask when you having meetings with these people. These are certain things you need to look out for. Or if you feel more comfortable when we being present, I'll show or I'll come. A lot of times when you tell people that you have a manager or you have an agent or you have representation, they get scared because they want to try to get over on you. But when you mention you have these people in places, they try to reverb their words because now they can't do certain things or say certain things.
Now you said that you're from the DMV area. Now I want you to pinpoint and tell me, where did you actually grow up at? DMV is big.
I actually grew up in Southeast.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
Southeast Berry Farms or
all of that. Berry Farms, Anacostia, all of that. U Street, Anacostia, all of that. So yeah, I grew up where you had to fight your way out of certain situations.
Okay, we familiar. We from the DMV, so
Amen.
we know.
So yeah, you gotta. Hey, I think for me, I started out. I'm just thankful. I'm just very thankful and very blessed that I'm able to be on the show with y'all today, man, and just educate a lot of the listeners out here that really wants to tap into this industry, man. This industry is a beautiful thing. Don't think that it's not, because it is. And you can be very successful in this industry. But like I say, at the end of the day, you're going to have to work with somebody. You can't do it all by yourself. 2 heads is better than one. A lot of people think they can do it on their own, and you can't. You can start out that way, but eventually as things progress and you start building this platform for yourself and people start to recognize you, that's when you're going to have to start bringing in people. But those people that you bring in, you got to know who they are. You got to really believe in that these people have your best interest at heart. A lot of times you got to have a manager oversee that manager to make sure that manager ain't trying to get over on you, because money is power. Managers make a lot of money. Like I say, a lot of people don't even know their percentages. They don't, percentages is real. You got to know how much is 10% of $30,000. You got to know these things. If you don't know, that's one strike. They're gonna try to say all you made is this amount of money, but you made 10 times more, but you don't know because you don't know how to count. You don't know what you're supposed to get and what you don't supposed to get. So yeah, this business is real. It's definitely real.
Now, what is the going rate for a manager or for an advisor? Say if I get an agent, is that 10%? 5,
10, 15, 20%. Anything 10, 15, 20, 25%. Anything over 30% is highway robbery. That's too much.
Anything over 20% is highway robbery to me.
Well, managers make a lot because you got to realize what all a manager has to do. A lot of times artists, when they bring in management, artists feel like they don't have to do anything else no more. I have a manager now, so I don't have to do nothing. My manager is going to do everything that I need that I was doing, well, I don't have to do. You have to pay him to do that. So yeah, right. Like if you're local, if you local and you don't have a name and no one knows you, you can charge them like 10%. But if you already established, have a name, have a track record, have a budget, we gonna go at least 20, 25%. Because you have to pay for what you want. You can't expect me to go out here and go the extra mile for you. And you think you're gonna give me 5%? No, we're not even gonna. That conversation ain't even gonna be had. We ain't doing that.
Okay, yes, like you tell your artists, know your value, know your worth.
Yes, you got
artists. We got to realize as an artist, they got to pay more than just the manager. They got to pay their production.
Oh yeah,
they got to pay everything. So the artist only probably end up getting 10 or 20% of their check. According to Rocky P. Henson,
yeah,
a couple of million.
A lot of times, artists don't know. Artist is the last person to get paid. The last. You're the last to get paid. You have to pay everybody that's on your team. Files, managers, agents, road managers, choreographers, dancers, video, videographers.
25% is kind of high.
Yeah, but this is the business that you want to be in. Hey, you don't make money. Artists need to understand. You make your money by going on tour. You make your money by going on tour.
You need a tour manager for that.
Yeah. But you will make a lot more. Because like when you sign these contracts, you have to understand with the contracts, you have to pay the record label for everything that you do. Every piece of money that you make, they want a piece of that. As far as your records, your sales, your merchandising, your touring, all of that. They want a piece of that money.
Yeah.
So a lot of people go independent, and that's fine. But independent is the best route to go for a lot of artists. Because when you're doing it independent, that means you got your own money and you can do everything yourself. So that means you get to keep all that you put in.
Right. That's when you can do it like that. But most artists, people out here to start out, need front money, need help, and that's where they get their hooks in you. They're like, I'm gonna go ahead and forward you this, but you going, I'm gonna go ahead and give you that car, but then they're taking it to the, I'm gonna go ahead and forward you because they're getting paid on the back end.
Oh yeah, you're gonna pay that money back. You're gonna pay that money back, and then you're gonna pay more than that. Because they believed in you and they invested in you. So they're not going to just let you get what you think you're gonna get, and you're not gonna give them, you're just gonna give them back what they gave you. No, it don't work like that. It's called interest. They put interest on their money.
They sure do. They sure do.
I do the same thing. Yeah, I'll do the same thing. Like if I give you $30,000, you're gonna give me $30,000 plus 10% more of that. You're gonna give me my money
because they do the same thing at the bank. The bank,
it's business.
You the money and
it's business, and that's
got to know.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, it's so many people out here that's on the gram and just doing what they're doing, and it's It is like me. I'm pretty sure a lot of people probably heard of this gentleman. Y'all ever heard of a guy by the name of Brother Maniac, Major Cameron? That's to the listeners that's on right now. Have y'all ever heard of a guy by the name of Brother Maniac?
Is it?
You never heard of him?
No, I don't think so.
He was a gentleman that had a company called Feed a Million.
Feed a Million.
Mm-hmm. He did a lot for the homeless. Yeah, so he opened up a lot of doors for a lot of artists, as far as giving them a platform to perform and be seen and be heard and stuff like that. So it's definitely he's definitely a brother that you would want to connect with. Right now he's in Africa. He's doing stuff out there, and he's working with some artists out in Africa. He has an album coming out featuring African artists, which is a beautiful thing. Going back to recording studios and stuff like that, like, you know, you gotta know what to do inside of a recording studio. It's not all about just going and recording. You got to make sure the engineer knows what he's doing and the work is getting done and this, that, and the third, and the sound, the quality is right. Even with, like, when it comes to staging with me, from jumping from the studio to when you get to the stage, that's a totally different thing. You got to make sure your sound, the lights, your appearance,
Right.
your vocal. It's when I tell y'all it's a lot. It's a lot. This stuff will make you quit.
I know.
This industry will make you quit because it's a lot and it's too much. And you be like, I'm tired of this shit. This shit is a headache.
It is. And
it's a lot.
Levels to it.
Woo, too many of them. Too many of them. You said it right. And in the words of the industry, there's levels to this shit.
Yeah.
It is. You can
I used to try my hand at rapping and stuff. A little bit.
I
was in a little production company, and we had a sign.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. Back then, Noodles Yes Production. You heard of Noodles?
Oh yeah, I've heard of that company.
Noodles Yes Productions. Back in the day, she loved the DMV, and every year she does this T-shirt convention. She got a store on U Street. What's the name of her store? I can't think of it. And when I was young, didn't know, and we signed our contract with her. She was like our manager, our agent, and everything. But we didn't know at the time she was taking more to pie than we had. We didn't know. We didn't. We was just happy to get out there and do our thing and everything. But
even with artists, there's different deals out here. You got to know the difference between the production deal.
Well, as a young 18, 19-year-old, I didn't know.
Yeah, you got to know the difference between a production deal, a development deal, and an actual record deal. Those are three different things. You got to know what they are. A lot of people don't know the difference, and you have to know. Just like, I'm actually going to do a book called The Ins and Outs, the Do's and Don'ts on the Dark Side of the Industry, and I'm actually going to do what is called a business seminar. Because, in the DMV, we used to do a rack of business seminars. We just don't do them anymore.
Well, that would be something good to get back doing, giving back to the youth. And so many young artists coming up and thinking they know the business, but don't know the business, or thinking they know how to work the business and don't know the work that goes into the business.
Right. And it's like, for the DMV, they're not going to come out unless you got a big name on that ticket that's going to be there. That'll make them come out. But if you got like just random up and coming artists, local artists, they're not coming. You got to have a big name on that ticket to make them come out to something. And that's sad because the same people that you got there that's not the big name, they know just as much or more than the big name people know. But that's just how
speaks for itself.
Amen.
You may have an artist that don't have a big name, but is an awesome artist. The same way, like with comedy, to sell the tickets, they want a headline, a big name to be the headline.
Yeah.
But you may have the other people, the other comedians may be just as funny, if not funnier than that. But it's the big name, it's the draw. That's only with our people. Our people want to see you've been on BET, you've been on this, you've been on that. But I'm sorry to say that when white folks come out, they ain't even got to know your name. White folks will look at you like, oh, let's go check this out. They give you a chance when they come out to the shows and stuff. But to get our people out, you gotta have some sauce on it. You gotta be zesty or saucy,
and it's sad.
Whatever they say.
Yeah, and it's sad that is that way. Hopefully, by the grace of God, that will change sooner or later. Because in New York, Atlanta, LA, man, they not like that. They come together very quickly. We won't do that, and I don't understand why. I don't rock with you because you're not part of my crew. You're not part of my clique. What? Let's just do it on the strength of talent. They're not doing that. They ain't doing that.
Wow, it is a tough industry. Marley, we got any videos back there? Let's see. Let's take a pause for the cause, and let's see if we got a video back there to pull up. Because I was waiting for Rizzy to come. I sure enough was. I was like, where's the music, Rizzy?
She coming. She coming. Believe me, when she comes, she's coming. And I want y'all to be patiently and wait her arrival. But when she does come, it's gonna be worth your while. I can guarantee it won't be a waste of time or none of that. So prepare for greatness.
Definitely, I believe that. Molly Mall, Trey, Lee, do you got any questions for KLM?
Yeah, we need to hook up. I need to know some more stuff about not producing, just production. I'm working on some productions of comedy shows, and I need more knowledge. I really do.
Okay. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, we'll definitely connect. We'll definitely connect. You know, talk to the Queen Sheba. She know how to get in contact with me.
Shall be done. Because I got
to show. Forgot my name. You must have forgot out there.
I call her the Queen. You hear me? That's how I address her. She the Queen.
Yeah, because I used to live in Tennessee, worked on Fort Campbell Army Base, and I got a show going off down there this month, actually. And
congratulations.
Which people circle. When you're in a circle and people doing different things as you meet them, and I got the opportunity to at least try. So I'm looking at some of these DMV comedians, and we're just actually
the DMV has a lot of talent. A lot of talent. They just haven't been discovered yet.
Right. So I said, you know what, just to not bridging a gap, but opening the door for us to go to Tennessee on the other side of the South, because we're still south of the Mason-Dixon. But if we can get farther down that way, that Georgia and all of that, and one in an area, it would open a door for them to get booked there versus just your local. So I'm just trying to open the door for them and just giving them a passage, and then they're on their way. The door's open. Once the door is open, they can run. That way they can get their managers and all of this stuff. But I need some help. I need some understanding and making sure that I do it the correct way without getting in trouble or causing anyone else any harm.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like I tell people, it's not, it ain't all necessarily mean that you have to deal with a KLM. It's a lot more individuals out here like KLM, but believe me, if you're coming into this industry, eventually you're going to bump into me. You just don't know when, where, or what time.
We bump into you now.
Yeah.
Hey, it is what it is. I definitely want to see the DMV blow. I do. I really do, because
I think we're talent. We're a mecca of talented comedy, musicians, dancers. We have actors. We have it all. But for some reason, this should be like Hollywood, or this should be like New York. The DMV doesn't get enough love, in my opinion, than some of these other places. I'm trying to figure out why. We just
like awesome with your broadcast, like what you're doing right now. This is global. This is global. Do you know how many people can come on here and learn, and they didn't even have to pay a dime? You're getting free advice. They don't do that. They don't give out free advice no more. You have to pay for that. So for all y'all listeners, y'all need to tune in as much as possible to this broadcast, because you never know who's going to be on here. You never know who's going to be on here. You don't know. You better take advantage of the blessing and the opportunity that's being presented to you and make it work for you in your favor. Amen. You never know. You never know who I got in the background. I might bring somebody in one day and be like, "Oh my Lord, he know him. You know her. Welcome to my world." Yeah. So. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, but your show's supposed to, man, your show can take it to the next level. Just get everybody on your platform and let them know, like, look, today we got this, today we got that, today we got a special guest. I ain't gonna tell you who it is, but if you will want to tune in, you're gonna learn a lot. You never know. You gotta step out. You gotta step out on faith. It's the only way. That's the only way.
I believe that.
The only way.
Definitely. Molly Moll. Where you at, Molly?
This teacher admitted to serving cupcakes laced with her husband's sperm to her students and will spend decades behind bars after pleading guilty to the horrific crime. 36-year-old Cynthia Perkins was working as a junior high English teacher, and her husband, Dennis Perkins, a special operations deputy, when investigators received a tip from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. They raided the couple's home and seized photos and videos of them committing horrific acts, one of which was of Cynthia filming her husband supplying the ingredient for the cupcakes that were later fed to children at the junior high school. Those recordings also revealed it was mixed into both the desserts and energy drinks before being served to the victims. Cynthia resigned the day after her arrest, while Dennis was fired. Although Cynthia claimed that Dennis manipulated her into committing the crimes, she was sentenced to 40 years in prison without the possibility of parole. As for Dennis, he accepted a plea deal and was sentenced to 100 years. This teacher admitted to serving cupcakes laced with her husband's sperm to her students and
What is wrong with people? That was in Florida.
Oh my God!
Was that down in Florida?
I don't know where it was, but when I ran across this story, tears came to my eyes because these kids and the parents were violated. I mean, that's why you got. I mean, even if they having a, you know how you have the potluck at work.
I
don't eat.
Wow. They need the electric chair, both of them.
I mean, if he got 100 years, what was the plea deal?
Yes. Nah, he probably. I mean, shit. I mean, wow.
My stomach got queasy. My eyes was watering. I felt like I just wanted to cry.
Now I'm about to get off. Now I'm about to get off the industry and get into real life right now. That shit is crazy. Do you understand what I'm saying? You can't trust no goddamn body. Nobody. Like me, if you're preparing my food, I need to see your goddamn hands. I need to see your hands. Because if you touch your face, your hair, any part of your body, I don't want that shit.
Absolutely.
I don't want
it. The thing is, she did it at home and brought it into her children. And
That's
her husband
crazy.
coaxed her into doing it. And he is the deputy director, whatever, of exploited children. He probably had some of them kids
and like
for trafficking or
like for the ones on here that got kids, The ones on here that got kids and they just sit there and they watched and heard that. Damn.
Now they're gonna have to get they children. You know, you got to test
It
for
make you not even want to eat. It make you not even want to eat no damn cupcakes now.
They gotta get tested for all these
Yeah,
different.
I mean for real. It make you not even want to eat no goddamn cupcakes after listening to that shit. I be like, I'm not eating no goddamn cupcakes. I don't want any. I don't want
a teacher. See, that's going. Why you messing it? If I was a parent, that was my child. My child ate a cupcake where her husband the jizz that she done fed. You know, I think I would try to beat the brakes off of her. I would be. I'll get a cupcake.
That's when KLM has to call in his goon squad. That's when KLM got to call in the goon squad and let them do what they do. You hear me?
Crazy. But do you remember me telling you that when I was working at this factory, the lady couldn't bring the meals that she sold to everybody because she used to sell plates, and they designated me since I was coming in, you know, to stop and pick them up. So I went to pick them up. When I got to her house, and I'm like, "Oh, I gotta go to the bathroom." She said, "Use that bathroom over there." Her daughter told me to use that bathroom over there. So when I went to use the bathroom, you know how nosy motherfuckers is. First thing they do is see if your bathtub clean. I pulled the shower curtain back. There was chicken and fish and everything in the bathtub, seasoned. I said, no. I left the plates right there.
Hey. All I can say to my viewers, to my viewers, be careful who you let in your house.
But don't look in your bathtub.
Hey, be careful.
Be careful when you season your food.
Yeah. I queen. Ain't no need of getting quiet. Talk to us. This is your show. We your guests.
I used to work in food service. I know y'all probably say, Althea did this, Althea did that. Fortunate for me, Althea has done that. I have worked in food service. I worked in catering. I worked in the music industry. A rapper. I wrote a book. People, and I'm a comedian. People don't believe half the stuff that I tell them to do. And I'm an actress. I did some show and some movies and stuff. When they was like, oh, she did this, Reese did this, Reese did that. Reese was in food industry. I worked all of my life ever since I was 13 because I forged a birth certificate. And the first thing that we learned, and I was part of OSHA. OSHA had to come in there because they had to come in and make sure that the food is sitting so many feet off the ground, so many inches, and certain things you can do and can't do. This is when you're in a business. But when you're cooking out of your home, the health department is supposed to come and inspect certain things because you can't do certain things out of your home and to be charging like that. So maybe they was just when you saw the Chili's that maybe there was just somebody selling dinners from the church out the back of their truck.
No, it wasn't Chili's. They had chicken. It was chicken, fish. She even had meatloaf. I guess the meatloaf was in the kitchen sink, but
that wasn't a fully functional restaurant. She was doing it at home, and she got too big. She needed to go to a commercial kitchen to pack them orders. She's trying to work it out of her home. See that, you know, all you got to do like, no, you too busy, you know. But that's not necessarily. Well, I don't want to say it's necessarily bad. She needed the space. I would say, but I would
she needed to use
in the sink and the damn tub. Maybe it was in individual containers. I know they couldn't have just been laying in the tub. Was they in buckets?
No, it was seasoned. It was laid out in the tub. I guess it was marinating.
All together, marinating in the tub. Child.
It was seasoned. It was in the tub and it was seasoned. And I guess I guess he left it in there to marinate. And I'm in there pissing. And I'm in there taking a piss. And I'm like,
no. You know what's so funny? I remember I was over somebody's house. This is years ago. I seen them make potato salads in their kitchen sink. When I say mix it, I was like, no. I don't. You want to try? No, I don't like potato salad. I don't eat potato salad.
Hey, you ain't right.
Wait a minute.
She said, I don't like potato salad.
You mean, wait a minute. Out there, you saying that they put the potatoes in the sink and mixed everything else with it?
In the sink. And with their hand, like, turned that. I'm like, oh. I'm like, I know you can cook. I know.
You know,
salad. No,
you know that you know they got the toilet punch. They had the toilet punch, and then they have the toilet macaroni and cheese.
That is not like jizzing, and because I see people clean they sink very well and whatever, but that's not like having your husband put his fluids in the cupcakes and selling them. Or not selling them, sorry, feeding them to the babies.
The children.
To the children. Did she hate her junior high school class and wanted to get back at him or something? But she's sick. She's sick and she needed time and she needed to be under the jail. And I'm sorry if she was one of them. She didn't get the right parent. That's all I'm saying. The right parent didn't get to her first. The right parent did not get to her before the police got her. That's all I'm saying. Hope Joe to blow. Molly, we got another video. That's all I got to say. Where's Trey? What did Trey got to say about that? Trey Money?
Trey.
Yeah,
I think Trey gone. I don't see his little box.
It's okay. Molly Mall, we got another video with KLM and Lee. I'd be no more good. I wouldn't.
Hey, I think I sent y'all one for the act of 1669, the Casual Killing Act. You ever heard of that one?
Casual Killing Act of 1669. No, then I have to Google and look that up. Casual Killing Act of 6. Have you ever heard of that? KLM, Casual Killing Act.
No, it's the first time I've heard that. Wow.
Killing Act of 1969.
No, 1669.
Casual Killing Act of 1669.
Wow.
The Killing Act was a Virginia law. Wait a minute. It was a Virginia law? Hold on, let me send this. I'm going to share this to the group. Jeez.
Now, the reason why I mentioned that is because there was a nurse here in Virginia at a hospital that in certain situations, she was breaking the bones of only Black children.
Oh, yeah.
Newborns.
Wow.
They just got her. And they're going back as far as I think 2021, 2022.
Damn, man.
No. Well, the Casual Killing Act of 1969. This is regarding slavery.
I'm talking about 1669.
Right, 1660. Did I say it again? 1669. I'm reading it. That was invoked because if a slave resisted, they had the right to kill him. So if you fought back, they have a right to kill you.
No. They had no. The 1669 meant that they could kill you without cause.
No. I'm reading it, Lee. I'm reading what you told me. I looked it up. I'm telling you what it is. It exempted masters from felony charges if they killed slaves who were resisting. This law was
Okay, but at the same time, it was just an act that they could, without problem, that the men didn't do it, the slave owner didn't do it, the male. It only helped the women of the slaves, the wives.
You told me to look it up, and I looked it up, and I found it, and I'm telling you, and it's not saying what you say, baby.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to find your video, Lee. I can't find it yet.
I'm trying to. I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna send it to you so you can see exactly what I'm saying. It was a part series of slave.
It might be a couple
in 1967 and accumulated in the Comprehensive Slave Code of 1705. I mean, sorry, Slave Code in 1705. That's the slave code. In 1967, they had code books and stuff for your slaves and all this. And this was what was governing that. So if you a slave owner and your slave is resistant, you had a right to kill him.
That was what they but that was what they considered to be treason prior to that. I said 1660, the Act of 1660.
1660. This is 1667 through 1669. This is what they giving me. They's telling me right here. It says.
But I sent the video. I sent
1969.
I can't see that. I can't see that. Come on, man. You know I'm blind as you.
I keep saying 1969.
Okay. You reading it.
Okay. But anyway, a woman in Virginia, a nurse in Virginia, was breaking black infants' limbs.
This is now.
Yes.
Not by 19. Not by.
No, this right here has been recent.
Okay, tell me how you gonna collate them two.
Because it was the correlation between those two was those laws, which they referenced it to 1669, the casual act killing. That's what it was referenced to.
See, there are two different.
I know what you're saying.
When we was under slave rule, they had a whole different code for us to go by, and they was doing stuff. This is stuff that's happened in 2020 and 2024. She was just a mean-ass, wicked nurse that need to be dealt with, just like that crazy-ass lady who putting semen in the damn stuff and feeding it to the kids. There are a lot of crazy lady in this world.
Yes, she is.
Yeah, it ain't a video, though. They just got a picture up on a news article, though.
Is this the lady that broke the bones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Virginia?
Yeah, black infant. Says she 26-year-old from Virginia, been arrested and charged for wounding and felony child abuse. The arrest followed an investigation into a series of incidents. She had more than one hospital in Richmond with multiple newborns, and intensive care unit suffered unexplainable fractures. The hospital had previously closed its NICU to news administration admission out of imminence of conscience after similar incidents was reported in late November and December 2024. The police has confirmed that storming charge stems from the investigation, with detectives now re-examining cases from 2023 and 24 to determine how much time she will get. Man, this girl crazy.
Put her under the damn jail. She breaking bones of babies and stuff. She need to go under the jail.
Now there was another situation in New York where the young man, black guy, I can't remember exactly what she was, the female. They found her baby with the neck broken.
God damn.
Newborn.
Damn.
And they didn't tell him.
There are sick people. You got sick doctors, sick nurses. I think people that care for other people need psychiatric evaluations on a regular. You know, like when I was working in the hospital stuff, we had to get these tests, take these tests every year. That make sure that we know CPR, make sure we know how to deal with patients with the exit. If something happens and all of that, they need to add an annual, just a revow, just to make sure people got their same mental fortitude together. Because you're dealing with a lot, especially when you're dealing with sick people, babies, children, old people, when you're taking care of the public, period. and we go through a lot at home and at work.
Mm-hmm.
In the work environment, you know, they sometimes they have a break in reality. They crack in their reality, and they border, you know, they be borderline and some stuff. She's 26 years old, going breaking the baby bones in the NICU. Could you imagine a little baby and she's pissed off about something and she just click and break a bone? It just, oh, that makes me so.
Yep. And did you see that? I think she's another young black. I forget. I don't know if it was in Maryland or either New York. Another young black lady running. She's a basketball player, and they were running, and she started losing steam, and she fell, and she was having a heart attack. Well, by the time the paramedics got there, she was fading, and then they debated that they could not take her to the hospital. So by the time her mom got there to try to get her to the hospital, she was gone. Now, my comments in that video that came about was that you can actually put a kid in handcuffs and transport them to jail without their parents, but you can't take them to the emergency room without their parents. Make that make sense to me.
We are so backwards. We need change. Oh gosh.
Yeah, it's great.
Well, damn, Josh. Thanks for the subliminal message to her.
What Josh say?
So he gonna predict Reason not coming on today unless she get paid.
That was a good subliminal message.
This was in Virginia, man. This around the corner.
But I mean, this weekend has been the worst weekend for news. I mean, it's not good.
Yeah.
I even tried to turn the TV off, and that didn't work. It come through the damn everywhere.
That's why too much news will make you crazy. Will break you. It will anger you. It's doing what it's doing what Antifa wanted to do. It's controlling and governing. It's pushing you to feel a certain way. Whatever message they want or the way they want you to act, they'll put it out there.
I say alleged Antifa because we're human at first. We just can't. We can all be recruited to do any damn dumb things. We just can't put a title to it.
Well, that's what they call it.
That's like. Well, if they called the KKK and the Black Panther too, but I'm not gonna put a title to it. That means I accept it.
Protest movement comprising autonomous groups affiliated by their militant opposition to fascism and other forms of extreme right-wing ideology.
See, it's a group of people. Look, as far as we know, Elon Musk could be the allegedly. Look, everything I'm saying is
okay. There we go.
I'm not saying it. We just talk entertainment purposes, giving our opinions on stuff. So before they say you said Elon Musk was the head of Antifa, I'm saying anybody could be. Your mama could be the head of Antifa. I don't
Not
know
the
who
mama.
the head of it is. I'm just saying.
Did you say mama?
Huh?
Did you just do a mama joke?
I did because you gotta let them people know on TikTok and Facebook and stuff, and damn YouTube, because Jeff Bezos will cut you off for anything. I can't say certain words. Certain words are triggered, but if I get on here and open up my booty hole and you see from the rooter to the tutor, they put a G string, they put a string there. You can do that, or from serving and carrying AKAs on my body and making everything wet. Oh, you can do that. You can show that, but you can't say certain words.
Oh no, I can. You can shoot them. You can shoot somebody and cut their head off. But you can't say certain words.
You know why? Because they're getting ready to control freedom of speech. Because you can't say what you want to say, or when you can't say how you feel, you don't have freedom of speech. Freedom is an illusion anyway.
How is it an illusion? I can walk down the street without somebody telling me I got to stay in the house. I ain't in no concentration camp in case.
We have certain liberties. They grant us certain liberties. But you have to walk down the street within the law's restraint. Try walking down the street with no shirt on. Say if you wanted to go topless and walk down the street, you cannot do stuff outside the scope of the law. Everything has restraints.
Yes, but it depends on who's enforcing it. Who's enforcing it? It depends on the person that's enforcing it. If they enforced every rule that it is, like, I'm gonna give you one for Virginia. I don't know about Maryland, but I learned this one when I was in Pennsylvania, and every Commonwealth don't have it. On the first, I think it's the first Sunday of every month, you can take your wife down to the courthouse, put her over your knee, and spank her, not obsessive, over 3 licks.
You know what? That's that old stuff they never took off the books. We got so much bull that they won't take off the books. Now I don't understand why they keep stuff like that. That don't even apply to nothing.
Actually, if you spit on the sidewalk, that's a $25 fine.
Mm-hmm.
Still on the book.
Piss outside, $500.
$500 still on the book.
If you pee outside, it's $500. Well, are you peeing on somebody's foot? You mean if you go in the bushes,
go in that tree
you
or
go in
something.
the bushes to relieve yourself, it's $500. I mean,
Well, you got to pick up your dog's poop now. That's another $250.
Okay. So if they're gonna charge you $500 if you pee outside, how much is it if you pee in a bottle?
You paying outside in a bottle, $500.
So wait, are you gonna leave it next to the tree?
Just go in the car for all that.
Wow.
People wouldn't do it anyway though. Jaywalking, there's a lot of stuff. We tend to do it anyway. Littering, people throwing trash on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
They enforce it when they want to.
Right. When they're bored, you're absolutely right. When they get bored and don't have shit to do, that's a law. It just depends on who's picking you up, who's reaching for it.
Yeah, I let them have it. Hey, officer, hope your day going great, man. Hey, I try to be as nice as I can. I ain't got time. I'm trying to get home.
You don't have time to do time.
No.
Gotta stay sane.
Video of some kids. It say 5 teens charged for murder after throwing rocks.
Yes.
He was 32 years old. He was riding home last week when a rock hit and killed him. The 5 suspects are 15 to 17 years old. They are all charged with second-degree murder.
Was getting a ride home in a Ford Econoline van that's when a 6-pound rock, about 5 inches wide and 8 inches long, crashed through the windshield. The father of 4 was struck in the face and chest. He was declared dead on arrival at the hospital.
It's not a prank, it's second-degree murder.
Officials say after the incident, the suspects went to McDonald's. Investigators say they found at least 20 rocks on Interstate 75. One weighed more than 20 pounds. The suspects face up to life in prison.
Kenneth White was 32 years old. He was riding home last week when a rock hit and killed him. The 5 suspects are 15 to 17 years old.
Now, these kids need to be punished. I mean, first of all, this when I used to have my Toyota Camry, Pam would attest to that. Me and Tyree driving. I had they was doing it over the overpass right here on the Beltway, throwing regular rocks, and it shattered a little rock shattered the whole sunroof. So imagine with a 6-pound rock coming through, because the cars are going fast under the overpass, and then they throwing rocks over there. How many people got killed? I think more than one person got killed when it's all is said and done. They call several accidents. What would possess somebody to randomly? They think it's fun to see cars crash. The kids, they that bored. They ain't got nothing to do. They trying to watch the real Crash Car Bandit. They trying to do real stuff.
Yeah, we used to do shit like that. I mean, we never throw a brick though. God damn, them wasn't rocks. Them was fucking bricks that you build a house with. Yeah, but we used to do dumb shit like that. You know, we'd throw rocks. Police locked us up.
Little pebbles.
We'd be on Willow Road. Nah, it wasn't no little pebbles, but we'd find an old tie and we'll roll it down the Willow Road, and cars would be swerving out the way. We'd find it funny. Nobody ever really crashed though, but the police did lock us up one day. They like was waiting for us. Like they must knew our times we like to go, and they surrounded us. Man, they handcuffed us, gave us a talk and a scare. Man, our parents was with it, like, yeah, lock their ass up. I'm like, no, mom, don't lock me up. You gonna let them yeah. Man, she like, yeah, take them, you know, but we did bust somebody's windows out, and they knew our parents, and he called. I still remember his daughter, Rayshana. But yeah, he was on us, man. I think after that we never did it again. So to see this happen, I'm happy we ain't never accidentally killed somebody, because they got life in prison. We could have easily been one of them kids or all of them kids. We thought it was fun. We young, we dare each other. I dare you want to do this, and then after a while I come again, shit, I did it. Did you hit a car? Nope, you missed. So your old aim is to hit a car. Like you supposed to hit a car. So it's just dumb stuff kids do. But that was ridiculous. Bricks, that we never thought of throwing bricks. We knew that would hurt somebody.
Yeah.
Wow.
I see you taking them back, huh, family?
I mean, he said they were Willow Road putting a tire, rolling a tire down Willow Road.
Don't talk about no Willow Road. Oh my
Willow
God!
Road.
Crash. That's
Woo!
funny.
Hey, you bringing it back? You talking about some memories now, family? Oh my God!
Hey, Molly,
Yeah.
do you recall that video I sent you of that young lady from DC with her poem?
Let me see. She a young lady from DC with what?
She did a poem.
About what?
DC.
Big?
Oh yeah. No, I seen that live. That was with today's pizza. When Trayvon was protesting against M-Pizza, she did her poem. That joint was nice. Let me see if I can find it.
That was the first time me seeing that, and I thought that was awesome. So
I'm gonna share something. I'm gonna share something with y'all, man. I'm gonna see how, if y'all ever knew. Do y'all know the story of Sunshine Anderson? How she got discovered?
Heard it all before, Sunshine Anderson.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
You do know the story.
I'm not
you do know the story. Yeah. Let me hear your story. And I'm gonna tell you if it's the right story or not.
Exactly, because I don't.
I
don't even know who she is.
Hey, and it's this all DMV on here, right?
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So hey, she got discovered right here in DC. She used to work for the food stamp department, and she was singing. And she came out singing, and she got discovered right there on the spot.
Damn, social service building.
Yeah, bro. I'm trying to tell you, you never know when you can get discovered. You never know. This girl was singing, and it was all the right person heard her, and that was it.
Go ahead, Trey singing at Amazon every morning.
Hey.
I don't know why y'all ain't keep including me on shit that I ain't
No,
talking
nigga, I
about.
know to sing.
I keep including me on shit I ain't even talking about.
I sing all day, but that's what
I already hear you, fam. Hey, I already know. They can't mess with you. They know what it is.
I had a pleasure.
Rizzy told me to tell all of y'all hello.
Hey.
Oh, that's what's up.
We said, hey, what's up, Rizzy?
Say hello to her. Happy New Year to her.
Yeah, she said she'll be seeing. She said she'll be seeing all of y'all soon.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That is. So
Yeah.
who thought of the name Rizzy? Did she already come to you with the name Rizzy? Or was that
that's her stage name.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, like when like I said, she got some stuff going on. Like the one I want y'all to come to. She's doing something on the 18th at the Big Chair for a guy by the name of Gary Clark. Pep Rally for
That's
Peace.
my man.
Peace in the streets.
Peace in the
Yeah,
streets.
he's doing something on the 18th. And she's coming out there to perform. I want y'all to come out to that. And
Yeah,
and the best part about it, don't even cost y'all nothing. All you gotta do is get there. It's free.
Yeah, I probably be out there. Gary gonna probably hit me to do some videography. I do a lot of their videos.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, but everything else she got going on, I'm gonna let her tell you about that. She might talk about the 18th. She might talk about the 18th anyway. So
is she your only artist right now that you're advising?
No. Oh no. I rise her, basketball players, football players, actors, actresses, all of them.
That's my lane.
Yeah, I'm in it for the long haul. So I like those big checks.
Oh, he's one of those 20. He's one of those 25ers.
Hey, I need those big checks. You hear me? I need them checks to say 3.5 million, 1.5 million even, 30,000. I need those checks. You hear me?
So if you get a basketball player signed, that you get a percentage of whatever his signing is.
Hell yeah.
You want? Hey, I'm not even gonna say that. I'm gonna let family over there explain that. Family, explain to her. Hey, family, explain to her if I sign a basketball player, what type of money I'm looking at. I'm gonna let you tell her.
Shit, you looking at M's, millions of millions. They be getting $100 million contracts. So. Nah. Like, I know when I managed a lot of NFL players, I used to get 3% of their contract every time they sign. But then you got other deals, endorsement deals and stuff like that. I might get 35% of that. TV marketing, I get 70% of that. Most times they ain't want to deal with none. They just want to get a check, come out there, talk for 5 minutes, and you handle everything else. So they don't mind. Most times it's extra money they making off the field that they don't care for. So you, they manager, Nike, everything gonna get you a check as long as you manage it, you know. So I started off with my brother, and we grew up on Willow Road, you know. So you never know, but yeah, that NBA money is beyond different though. My buddy got a couple of clients right now, and he living. But it's different money. That NBA money is something else. It don't even make sense.
Yeah.
And they keep going up every year.
That's what you call mad money. It's that mad money. That money makes you mad. That's that mad money. Listen,
so I'm gonna tell y'all like this. Y'all thinking about messing with KLM? I'm gonna stick my brother on y'all that's on the screen. So y'all might not want to mess with me. I have to put my brother on you.
We know Molly Moore. He's the producer of this show.
I don't
want to stick my brother on y'all. Y'all might want to keep it cool.
No.
My brother ain't playing with his little brother right now.
He said, I remember when a bully hit a girl a dude wanted to date, and he hit him with a brick. His boy got his chain back that his grandma gave him from the bully. The crackhead took the bully's shoes.
He talking about the Friday movie.
Yeah, that's Friday. Yes, he quoting Friday and shit.
Yeah.
Josh ain't got no sense. Molly, we got another video.
I done told you. I can pull one.
Told you about messing with these people. You want some of this, old man?
No.
No.
I told you about coming down here and messing with these people. That's messed up. Your parent ever run away from the bully that's bullying you.
Yeah.
That's
Friday was a good movie, man. They taught us that you can put the gun down and you can fight like a man.
And live another day.
The little gangster movie, shoot his ass. Like, it is crazy. Friday, the only one that did that.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Because he said back in our day, we fought like a man. and live to fight another day.
Nigga,
But that's because of this people that's scared of fighting. They picked up the guns. The coward be the first one to shoot somebody with the gun.
Nah, see, I don't know.
A scared person is a coward. A scared person is the first one to grab a gun. Coward.
Yeah, scared person will shoot you. But if a nigga Debo size trying to fight a nigga my size, what he supposed to do?
He's supposed to get his boy. He's supposed to jump. They're supposed to jump
shoot him.
Debo. They supposed to have
funny. I don't know what.
Nah, we need to get. That's why Boston got weight class.
Look, a bigger person to fight Debo. Do you know how many fights I had to get in on account of my cousin? She older than me, but she's smaller than me. And
that's why I said
I'm like Baby D. Get a Baby D.
Debo trying to fight me though. Yeah, just me. You gotta make it even. That's why Boston they say, hey, we got a middleweight, lightweight, Walter. Y'all around the same weight, y'all can fight. They ain't gonna let Tyson fight Floyd. You know, he just mollywop.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta go get
so in the streets when it happened, the little niggas be grabbing guns and shooting them niggas because them niggas too big to be trying to fight one-on-one and rise where they slam you on your head and shit. So I think that's what be happening to a lot of them big dudes, man. They be trying to fight niggas way small and they know them dudes scared to death probably and they gonna shoot you. I don't know. This Eddie Griffin right here, Reese say Eddie Griffin explains what happened to UPN.
Go ahead, yeah. He used to be on there, the Malcolm and Eddie show.
Oh yeah, UPN. I forgot about
you
that.
Talking about that now. You talking about somebody that can dance? That man ain't to be played with.
Hell, motherfucker, yeah, racist. Is you fucking crazy? Did you see the new movie about Moses? Right. How the fuck is the gladiator dude Moses? Get the fuck out of here. This is an alphabet, not some small village in Sweden. Who comes up with this shit? That's like me playing JFK. Eddie Griffin as John F. Kennedy. The movie gonna start with my black ass getting shot, then the rest of the movie's about the white detective trying to figure out who did it.
What do you think was one of the most racist things you dealt with in Hollywood?
Yes. When we all came out, this goes from Martin show to me and Malcolm show to Jamie Foxx show, so on and so forth. They put us on these new networks. Remember they had UPN, I used to call it You Pick a Nigga. You Pick a Nigga. The You Pick a Nigga network. Every black show hates this network. Once this motherfucker is built on our backs, they sell the motherfucker. Where's UPN at?
Feel that Hollywood is still racist?
No. Hell, motherfucker, yeah, they racist. Is you fucking crazy?
Yeah, what do you think about what he said? I believe he absolutely right because I can give you the rundown of the black shows that was on UPN because I admit it, I was all into TV and certain stuff and entertainment. You had a lot of the Wayans brothers used to be on UPN. Malcolm and Eddie was on UPN. We had a lot of good shows on UPN. I would watch it on UPN. And I don't know why he called it you picking them because all of the broadcasts and stuff, but they do pitch you against each other, just like they did with Martin and A Different World in the Cosby Show. They play you all at the same time on the same night, but then they have you divided. Like there's no liquid creamer. I guess like they do with anything else, they have you divided instead of coming together. All because everybody's gonna watch different stuff, but put them on different time slots, on different channels.
Make enough for me to get 1 cup, please. That's what I can. Oh, okay.
Against each other. What you got to say about that? Lee, KLM.
I hear y'all over there. I hear y'all over there putting in that work, man. I ain't mad at y'all.
Oh, that's Trey Money. He getting that money.
Oh yeah. See that's hey. That's what
Why
you call.
What are y'all trying to do?
That's what y'all call brothers hustling hard to make it work.
He'll make it do what it do. But,
amen to that.
But Eddie Griffin was saying now they pitching them against each other, pitching the shows, and then because they had more. They don't do that to Friends. They don't do that to Seinfeld. They don't do that to other shows. You know what I mean? They put you in a good slot where everybody can tune in and get all the votes that to say, oh, that's the #1 winning TV show, whatever. But they would take all of our shows and put them in the same slot, so we can't get collectively a vote on one show because they split our votes for that show. So that's how shows
I
like
grew up listening. I grew up looking at Sanford and the Son.
Went over other shows.
Well, you got to remember, those were the days when we had rabbit ears and aluminum foil. We had to turn the TV to you. We had to turn the channel a little bit. Am I too old for y'all?
No, but his question was: is there racism in Hollywood? Yeah, racism in Hollywood. Of course it was.
Of course there was. Bill Cosby wouldn't be where he is right now if it wasn't racism.
Well,
you know, they didn't want to play Michael. They didn't want to play Michael Jackson on MTV back in the day. You know, black folks, when I was coming up, black folks weren't allowed to play in white venues. So we had to create our own juke joints, our own places for our own entertainment. So the question was like, that's the craziest shit ever.
No,
you know,
that's how they built their companies on our backs. That's how they was able to do that. That's been around forever. Whatever music industry you in, Little Richard, Chuck Berry, Muddy Waters.
Yeah, you can go back a little far. You can go back a little farther than that. Lawrence Welk show. They used black artists to come on their show for the bare minimum. You got to remember, they even went in blackface.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about how they use the black artists to build your base platform and build off of them to get all the crowds, everybody coming in looking and making money off of them.
Yes, they didn't get paid. Very little, if they did get anything.
Certain artists that you think or entertainers that you think should have had money died broke, died with very little.
Yeah, most definitely. Whose house was that just went into under foreclosure that just passed away? Black artist, John Amos. His house just went into foreclosure.
Who?
John Amos.
Oh yeah, when he was in a senior living, his son was trying to get him out of a nursing home. He was going.
No, but I'm saying he just died and his house went under foreclosure.
I'll check it out.
That just recently happened.
Yeah, I can believe that because he was in a nursing home. You know how much those nursing facilities cost? And they
he was out of the nursing home
because his son took him out. They was fighting for him back and forth because he told his son, "Take me out of this nursing home," and his son was like, "Oh, I'm taking my daddy out." They was fighting over that. So yeah, you see, that was a messy altercation.
I can barely hear you. I don't. What is that behind us?
Then what were you doing?
Is someone having a company meeting? Someone's having a company meeting behind us.
I'm muted.
Yeah, but
he's trying to
keep that money rolling in.
No, okay, got you, understood.
And that's what they doing the Tubi.
KLM saying something to us.
Nah.
No, he's on his phone.
Oh, okay.
Well, Tubi is Fox. Fox owned Tubi.
Fox owned Tubi.
I didn't know that.
Smart Fox.
I guess because Tubi, they need a black. There you go. They need a black station to join, and everybody running the Tubi. Everybody, I don't like Fox. I don't like Fox. So
I don't watch Fox. I don't watch Tubi either.
Something else, and then to draw us in, and the whole time, the parent company is who?
Well, you know, Fox bought everything. You know, because Tubi was independent at one point, so Fox must have bought them out.
I once upon a time knew who owned Fox. I can't remember right off.
Rich people.
Yeah, it's a conglomerate. It's a group. I was about to say. And who else did you say they bought? Molly? They bought Google.
No, I said they bought Tubi. Lee said. I said I ain't shocked. They be buying everything up.
Well, who owned Netflix?
I doubt if any Netflix will sell, but who knows these days? I look it up. It's the same owner, though, I believe.
I like the fact that Netflix go to Canada and over there in Europe or London and all that, the UK to get their artists. A lot of their artists are Europeans or Canadians.
Yeah,
When was the last time you heard anything from MTV?
MTV is still on. If you got to go to the cable, MTV and VHS.
All of them got little apps now.
Yeah.
But they're not as popular as they used to be, though.
Hell
Yes,
no.
it is to
Not like they used to be.
their demographics. We older. We don't watch MTV no more. We on something else. We on BET or something, you know. And it's more like that out there. There's more other stations that's like MTV. There's a station called Fuse. That's like MTV. Because I used to watch it. I was a channel clicker. Channel, you know.
Yeah, YouTube messed everything up for people. Like 106 in Park, you used to have to wait to come home, see the #1 countdown, to see a video. Now you just go on YouTube and watch that shit as many times you want.
Yeah.
You know, so them stations like that, they gonna lose. They not gonna no longer
YouTube
exist.
even got a cable channel. Y'all know that? YouTube got a cable channel.
Yeah,
you
live
can
TV.
get $89 a month for a subscription to YouTube cable channel. You watch movies like
you can do it yourself. You can do that too.
Well, they got cable. They ain't got no live channel. They got cable.
They get cable, right?
I'm saying, but
TV.
you can get your own channel also. You just have to have your
You're not
content.
listening to me.
Yeah,
Okay.
They own service. The service. You ain't gonna get those.
You don't need Comcast, Xfinity, Verizon.
Right.
You can get
It's
YouTube TV, and you can
Yeah.
watch the
Okay, I see
games,
what
the
you're saying.
TV shows.
There's two different YouTube. You got the YouTube TV, and then you have the YouTube that we know. Yeah, right. I got you because I got both of. I have both of them on my TV.
Because on YouTube TV you can watch Tubi. On YouTube TV.
They got YouTube Music. They got everything.
I'm a subscriber to YouTube Music. Uninterrupted music and all this other stuff. Anything I want to listen to, I can listen to.
But see, I got YouTube. I got YouTube, but I had YouTube TV on there. I mixed it. I accidentally didn't realize that there was two different YouTubes. So I deleted one and I just kept the other one, the regular one that I'm a subscriber. I don't subscribe to the other one, to the new one.
Other one is a cable channel, just like Xfinity, Verizon. There's YouTube.
Yeah, ad free. Like YouTube smart, so you can pay money. You ain't gotta keep watching the ads, and just get right to the next one.
If you got a Fire Stick, that's the business. Wait a minute, KLM is saying something.
He's on his phone.
Are y'all familiar with Vimeo?
Yeah. Vimeo. I knew he wasn't on the phone because he was looking in the camera. Didn't see.
That's who. Vimeo is a real big network. That's where I'm thinking about joining my network with my dance network, Kick and Lead the Moves. I'm thinking about joining up with Vimeo.
They got movies on there. They got
Oh yeah.
That's where Freedom was on. If you want to watch Freedom, that's on Vimeo. And some other movies are on Vimeo too. Howie's movies on there. Howie D. His movies are on there. And on Tubi.
Oh yeah. It's a lot. It's a lot of networks. It's a lot of networks out there that you can definitely be a part of and join. And a lot of times you don't need money. You just got to know. You just got to know how to talk. And if you know how to talk, you got the game locked down. They'll bring you in with zero money, with $0.
What?
Yeah, you don't need no money. You don't need no money to join these networks. They're looking to bring in people that knows how to talk and how to close deals and how to move money and how to decide this and decide that. They bring you in just off of your knowledge alone.
I got you.
Molly, what was we can we start our own net? What was that? There was a your channel. Okay, but that was those are networks that we was talking about. And you was telling me you could start your
Come
own.
on, Roku.
No, it's when I wanted to do the Alley Oop network, and you said that you could do the same.
Yeah, he did it on the Roku.
Oh, that is Roku.
Yeah.
Okay, so you purchase the thing on Roku, and then you fill it whatever shows or movies you want to keep it the playlist going. Okay, so if you want some live stuff on your playlist, you want some old movies on your playlist, okay. As long as you have enough stuff to keep the your channel going, the people interested in what you got going on your channel.
Oh yeah.
Okay. And that's Roku. And it doesn't cost anything to start your Roku?
Uh-uh.
Huh.
Yeah, it costs a lot to get your own channel. That's why he wanted you put under his channel the Alley Oop one. He wanted to add your show to his channel on the Roku.
Okay. It's interesting. Is another video I see you got set up. What's that?
Yeah. I don't know, some light skinned dude or something. It's loading up.
Light skinned dude.
It say this is not the new year. This is New Year. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I seen that. Because of the plants and everything actually flourishing in a certain time of year.
Just a reminder for anybody that didn't know, in 1582, Pope Gregory XIII changed the calendar to a Gregorian calendar. Originally, the new year started in April, and the Gregorian calendar started it in January 1st. For hundreds of years before this occurrence happened, it was a 13-month calendar based on the cycles of the moon. It doesn't make sense that January would be the start of the new year when in the spring, April, is when everything starts to blossom and grow. In Ethiopia, they're in the year 2017. Yeah, you heard me correctly. And us, we're going into 2025. The only reason is because they still follow the 13th month calendar. It's also important to mention that the first Bible in Africa came from Ethiopia. And that whole stigma about April 1st being April Fools ties into this. Me personally, I believe that the new year starts in April around that time because this is hibernation time. This is get in your crib and run for cover. You could feel the changes in life. You could feel a new spark once spring starts coming around. We're on a biological clock and people seem to forget that. Question everything. Just a reminder for anybody that didn't know, in 1582, Pope Gregory XIII changed the calendar to a Gregorian.
I've always said that we go by the Gregorian calendar. And I thank you for whoever that guy was that said it. And he's right. This is January 6th and we got snow on the ground. This is not the beginning and the flourishing of new life. Like he said, it's time to hibernate. So that's why I'm telling all y'all single, sexy men, get a big old bed like me and come get warm. Get warm.
Hey, I hear you.
Look, I cook. Look, I cook your meals. I cook some good food. We watch some good TV. You get some good exercise workout. So what you
all
gonna
right,
say?
Okay, now.
Hey, you see the screen today? You got them good glasses on. You see the screen today?
Oh, you noticed that? I got my other glasses on. Y'all know.
Yeah, because you normally can't see nothing, but you seen that detail. So I know them glasses. That prescription is together.
Bifocals, like the bottom of them show a different percentage, and then when you look at the top of them, it shows. I found
that's that
these.
good prescription. Yeah.
You right. I got to. He's the only one that noticed that. He said you got them good glasses. You can tell the good glasses because they got the silver thing right here in the middle.
Yeah.
These are the ones that changes in the sun and
And
everything.
my boy Woo still knocked out. Woo, where you at? Birthday?
Yeah, normally
He's
he's in
on
here.
for his birthday. Let's say another happy birthday to DJ Slicky Boo Boo.
Yeah,
Yesterday was his birthday. He turned 60 years old. God bless him. And I hope he see many, many more.
I don't want to mix it with nothing. Then.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's a milestone.
All right.
Say Slicky, where you at?
He's somewhere relaxing, probably. Hope for partied all out.
30, 15. Okay.
10 seconds.
Yeah, party all out. So, but what do y'all think about the video? About what he said? Do y'all disagree? Agree? Lee, KLM, Trey, about what he was saying? It's 2017 in Ethiopia, but it's 2025 here.
Wow.
That's 8 whole years difference.
Mm-hmm.
An 8-year difference. We on the wrong trajectory. Everybody gonna get fooled, huh?
It'd be funny because it'd be like Happy New Year and everybody be happy jumping. But you know, China and there's other places, even fucking LA, it ain't New Year's yet. I mean, like, even if you believe New Year's is January 1st, everybody don't really celebrate at the same time because the time zones, people really completely forget about the time zones. Yeah, like, none of it makes sense. How we screaming Happy New Year? Yeah, yeah. And then 40 hours later, they got to wait. 3 hours later, they got to wait.
Or 12 hours ago, somebody else screaming Happy New Year's. I was like, dang, I was watching it on the news. We was watching different places like Thailand, how they celebrated, and different places. I was watching it, how they did their New Year's, and everybody celebrated and threw up firecrackers and the fireworks, and I'm like, wow. How these and it has some of these other countries that economically are deficient. How do they pay for all of those pyrotechnic performances they was given? Their government put a lot of money on some of that stuff, but
Happy New Year's, Jill.
All the people in New York, all that big old production about dropping that 1,000-pound ball this year. But how many people could that have fed, or how many homeless could that have helped? I mean, if you really want to give somebody a happy new year, you could have took that money and gave somebody a happy new start, or help them on their way. But they would spend all of this money and going on for aesthetics, for just to say, and the cleanup behind that. You know they got paid. You know the people that was on the cleanup detail.
Hell yeah. That's like when teams win championships. It brings so much money to the city. Your team in the Super Bowl, man, they leave the streets a mess. The Nationals, man, that dream was a mess down here with the Capitals won. But that just leave jobs for people. So I be with it. You know, I just don't care for the celebrations and people telling me when to celebrate. I think everybody New Year is the day they was born, you know, because that's a new year for you. You know, that's something new. But they talking about life on Earth, then it's definitely not January. That ain't when life start over. That ain't when the trees start growing and bring new fruits and new veggies. That if you talking about that, then it's not January. So it just depends on, I think, how people look at it. I think my birthday is my New Year. That's how I celebrate.
I agree.
Yeah, you know, I think Father's Day is when my daughter was born. That's when I became a father. I think her birthday is my Father's Day. Other people like, no, it's the, well, every year her birthday come around, it always reminds me when I first became a father.
That's right. That's your anniversary.
Like, it's her celebration, but that's when I celebrate fatherhood the most.
Because that's when you became a father.
Yeah.
On her birthday. That's true. That's what I said about my son's birthday. He was like, you always want, I like, that's your birthday, but it's Mother's Day too. Because you always try to include yourself with my festivities. If it wasn't for me, you would have had no festivities. You know what I'm saying? He get mad if I say it's Mother's Day.
Yeah.
You know, that's
Yeah,
what I
yeah.
say to mother. He get mad at that. But that is it's time. And that's what I'm saying. They done boxed time up. They Pope Gregory, he done did some stuff, and they done boxed time up, and they put it on their time frame, their schedule. It's an illusion. Time is really, because the time that they say is the time. This ain't even the right year according to some people. And it's 2017, and we say it's 2025. So we wait to explain that. You know, it's when they started counting and whose calendar they use. That's all it is. In China, it's a different year on the Chinese calendar, isn't it, or the Japanese?
And they say Australia a whole day ahead of us.
They New Year's was the whole day before ours. Their
Yeah.
New Year's was ours. 30-hour New Year's Eve was their New Year.
Yeah. Tell somebody race you to New Year's. I bet I beat you there.
Hey, my ex-girlfriend told me that she was light years away from me, so that tells me how far back I am. So, how many years y'all say it's 2027?
No, 2017 in Ethiopia.
Ethiopia.
And they
So
go
they're
by
5 years. So
different-
that's where I'm at then, right about then.
in Africa, in Africa, or Camelon, whatever you want to call it. Woo! Molly, do we have time for one more video?
Let's see. See if I got another one. Yeah, I got enough for them now. There's a lot of them in here. I'm just picking random ones. But
We did.
Yeah, you only got a lot of good ones here. I'm just scrolling and grabbing. We done did her. They said falling and tragic.
What was the last one that we sent? That I sent there.
The last one you sent?
You
sent. Oh no, that's Lee Cops on bike hitting skateboarders. You sent the YouTube. Dang, that's Kiani. What up, Key?
Kiani, what he said was
He sent something in the group. The last thing you sent was that rock, the kids with the bricks. Yeah.
It was something before then in Florida. Something happened in Florida.
For that, you sent the peace back.
Oh, that was for Friday. That was. Okay. Well, I guess until tomorrow, I gotta send some more videos.
Newborn babies receiving 70 shots before they 18 or something.
Okay. Well,
Dad sentenced out to robbing the bank to pay for his daughter's medical bill.
okay, that one. That's a good story. Tell me what y'all think about that. This is gonna be the last story of the day. Since Molly was talking about Father's Day and when he was a father, what would you have done for your child?
It was a movie I like that, right? With Denzel.
Yeah, Denzel. Yeah.
John Q. No, Denzel didn't do this.
I love that movie.
He took the hospital hostage
He took
and said, "You gonna give my son the surgery for the heart."
Let's see.
I didn't reach out to me. That's sticking off film.
Brian Randolph is a 23-year-old father who may not get a chance to see his daughter Braylon grow up. The same daughter his loved ones say he was trying to save when he allegedly robbed the Southline Vibe Credit Union earlier this month. Randolph's family says they believe the only reason he did it was to pay for Braylon's chemo treatments after her insurance was abruptly canceled. The 1-year-old is dealing with retinoblastoma, a form eye cancer. Randolph's bond is $500,000. His attorney tried to get it reduced, but the judge said no. Just today, Braylon's mom wrote this post saying, in part, "As the world knows, my daughter's father is in jail for bank robbery. To some of the world, he is a monster, but to us, he is a father who wanted to protect his daughter. He did interview for jobs, called the state worker for the insurance, nothing. He went out alone, not telling anyone, and unarmed robbed a bank." Police say Randolph indicated he had a gun but never showed one. He's expected back in court in 1 week. As for little Braylon, loved ones say she has a doctor's appointment next week and will need more chemo within the month.
And Braylon's mom telling us this afternoon that she finally got a call back from the insurance company. She was told the insurance was canceled because she didn't renew that policy once Braylon turned 1. Braylon's mom claims she wasn't notified that was necessary, and she tells us she's still trying to get that coverage back.
That is sad. But the truth of the matter is that our state system sucks. Our insurance people sucks because they don't know. To them, it don't affect or bother them, but they messing with our lives. They are, and they can turn you on and off with a button. And sometimes it'll be a oops or a mistake. And he went out so his daughter could get the chemotherapy treatment that she need. How you going to deny a child chemotherapy? What happened to a hospital for Shriners and a hospital for sick children and that takes over this kind of stuff? How you going to deny that 1-year-old her chemotherapy for her cancer? What happened to, where's those programs that help? Do y'all think that man's a hero or a criminal?
Whew. That's heavy there.
To me, he's a hero. I mean, have anybody set up a GoFundMe for him? Because he set up it for less than that.
They shouldn't even, you know, the system is flawed.
I mean, you shouldn't have to go back in there. You shouldn't have to go back in there for a newborn until she's about 6 years old. I mean, or he. Until he's older.
Recertification with those paperwork. See, if you don't, they change the laws all the time. And if you don't read the fine lines, you'll be on the other side of it. You know, because at one point you didn't have to, once you get public assistance or Medicaid, you didn't have to go certified. But after the child turns 1, then you have to do it. It used to be a time when the child was 1, under 1, the newborns doing the same thing with the mothers. Then they say they changed it and said, nope, as soon as you get your newborn, you got to have your own Medicaid number, you know, ID number and all of that. And she said that she didn't know. She thought she was good for a year. You got to check on that kind of stuff, especially when your child is getting such treatment as that. You got to check on that everything. Because first of all, you don't want to be stuck with a bill.
Yeah.
You know, but he was like, they was behind the 8 ball. They canceled his little daughter's insurance. She needed treatment. So he resorted to the only thing he knew how to, you know, I don't know if it was wise, but I could understand what he was doing. He said that he talked to the people. They tried to get it all. But like I said, who would turn down an infant getting their chemo treatment? Did they feel like, oh, are they worth giving the baby the chemo treatment? She's not going to make it. Sometimes they do those kind of judgment calls and tell you that, oh, we ain't going to try to save the life because they ain't going to make it. I don't know.
Yeah, I just, America, it's anything. Like what he did was brave. I love it. But at the end of the day, they're not going to let him get away with it because if another kid going through it, they father going to feel like it's justified. They just rob banks. Like, and everybody can say that, oh, well, my child needed this and needed that. There's a lot of kids out here that's going through the same thing, and they parents waiting and doing the right things that they need to do, keeping up on their insurance. So it's something she should learn from it. Stay on top of these things, but to justify that his action is okay, I don't think they'd do it because it'd be too many people out here trying to do the same thing.
They made the movie John Q, so he saw the movie. He went to jail. He went to jail too.
Yeah.
John Q held the whole hospital hostage and made them do the surgery. He was like, forget this, because like insurance, 1 minute they say it's covered, and the next minute it's gone. You know.
I know.
I know I've been there, and you look like, wait a minute, I got coverage, I got insurance, and they want to hit you with a bill, say, oh, your insurance didn't cover this or didn't cover that. When I came to your facility, you said that my insurance covered this procedure. Okay, so you bill my insurance, but then you come to me later on to say, oh, well, your insurance don't cover everything. But you didn't tell me that at first. You said you're covered and we accept your insurance. In this case, the insurance was cut off. She didn't renew her contract or read the fine. I would have been asking questions every time I left for chemo treatment. I'd be like, y'all got everything? Y'all got the insurance because the insurance got to cover it. And then they shouldn't have been denied the baby anyway. I haven't heard, get the baby her chemo treatment and then get the money on the back end.
Yeah, that's what hey, you talking children, adults, they just hit me with a $400 bill, remember?
Yeah, but they didn't deny you treatment. This girl is getting chemo. This is an infant. Like I said, and there's so many different programs for such as that. Like Snyder's House, what is the Shriner's House and St. Jude's? Aren't all of those cancer institutes for children? I don't know. Maybe it's not for little black children, no, because little black children are the commercial. So I'd have been calling St. Jude's, Shriner's House, all them people, all them, they said at St. Jude's, we treat the children with cancer, and there's not a cost that come out the parents' pocket. And we even set up, if your child if United States set up housing for you to stay there with your child. Where are those programs?
A lot of those programs is gone. We ain't got them no more.
They got St. Jude's. They got all of that. You see,
but they don't
filtering money through it.
Like I say, if you go to the hospital and you ain't got the right insurance, they definitely put you up out of there very quickly.
That is true.
I experienced that quite a few times. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Like I'm like, okay, let me use. Wow.
Well, it changed. It used to be a time where they would stable life, make sure that you're good and treat you right.
Yeah.
But now the hospital, they want insurance first. The
Oh
only
yeah.
thing they may do is triage you, and it's so funny because you give them the insurance information, then they go triage you. You over there because the lady handed you your card back while you in triage. Your insurance. They want that. I remember I came through the hospital or ambulance. The lady was right there. I thought she was one of the nurses. She was like, Miss McFarland, what's your insurance information? And I'm out of it. And she just went through my wallet and picked up all my insurance cards. I'm like, dang. They don't play. They want they want that information. It's money for the business, just like prison a business, healthcare is a business. Everything is a business now. It's no more about the people. It's capital.
That's how you got to look at it. That's how they got it set up now. Shoot, I got asthma, and if I ain't got insurance, my hella costs $200.
Do you remember? I have asthma too. It was one time I couldn't get my inhaler. My albuterol was on backlog or something.
Right.
The insurance. We couldn't get it. Like they would usually give me 3. They would only give me 1. You had to wait. It was on backlog. And this was just during COVID, just a few years ago. So I know that definitely. It's certain medication.
Oh yeah. So for those out there that don't have insurance, please get insurance. Because medicine these days are high. Hospital visits high. So you got to get with some type of insurance policy somewhere.
That's if you can. Sometimes you can't. Sometimes you fall in that gray area.
Go to
AmeriHealth.
AmeriHealth. They don't go to AmeriHealth. AmeriHealth don't cost nothing. Go to them for free.
You got to apply and qualify for AmeriHealth.
Yeah, AmeriHealth will take care of your transportation, your medication, all of that. You ain't even got to pay.
Is this the DC insurance? DC insurances are better than Maryland insurances. I'm gonna tell y'all now. DC insurance, they do look out for you. Maryland, the DC got better programs than Maryland, all around for a lot of different stuff. I can tell you, PG County, that's a tough nut. You ain't get nothing in PG County, but some taxes and bills. But DC seems to look out for you a little bit better than the surrounding. I don't know how Virginia do, because I'm not in Virginia. But I do know that my DC folks are taken care of better than my Maryland folks, because they couldn't believe the stuff that I was going through.
Right.
Virginia, how's Virginia? I'm not in Virginia. Lee, you in Virginia?
No, I'm in DC.
Yeah, but Lee, I'm sorry, stepdaddy, her name Lee too. Two Lees, KLM. I'm calling you KLM or Kennedy. And when I say Lee, I'm talking to Ruff, Miss Ward.
Right.
I'm talking to Lee, Ruff Ward.
Okay. Yeah. And times are hard out here for us now, y'all.
I can't hear you. Lee.
I said, what was the question? I got lost.
We was talking about insurance, and he was saying that AmeriHealth in DC take good care of you. I said, yeah, DC product, they do have good products. I said, Maryland, crappy. I said, but I don't live in Virginia. How's Virginia? Do Virginia take care of you?
Oh, so far, so good. I mean, when they were trying to force me to take chemo, and I'm like, no, I'm not doing it. And my doctor,
bills and stuff like he said, he give you rides to the
oh
doctor's
yeah,
office.
I get rides to the doctor. I get rides if I need to go get medication right now. I can call and they'll send me a lift to take me to get medication, but it won't take me to no state buildings. That it won't do.
Why don't take you to a state building? I'm lost.
It will not take me to no state or government building.
It has to be. Like going to the pharmacy or going to hospitals or something like that. Anything else, they're not doing that.
You're not gonna go to the food stamp office.
Nope.
You're not gonna go to no courthouse. You're not going nowhere that's arbitrational to them. That's it. They won't even take you to your friend's house.
Nope.
Not unless your friend live near CVS or Walgreens.
Now, if your friend lives near the grocery store, you can walk on over there and go back to the grocery store and pick your ride up. But other than that,
so they will take you to the grocery store, though.
Yeah, they take you to the grocery store. You have to schedule that 2 days in advance.
See?
Doctor's office 2 days in advance, unless it's an urgent, and then they would call the insurance company. The transportation company, they call the insurance, the doctor's office, and they'll tell them if it's urgent. If it's urgent, then they'll send a ride right away.
Oh, wow. See, that's better than wow.
So yeah, it's pretty. I mean, my insurance is pretty good now that the CEO, whatever happened with him, of
United Healthcare.
Yeah. I don't think I have United Healthcare, but it's changing.
AARP. I have United.
I think mine just changed to something. I know it went up where it was free. Now it's like $28, $30, somewhere between $28 and $30. But I don't know. Some of it's free, some of it you have to pay for.
I wouldn't mind paying for that. That's good. That ain't $28, $30. Yeah, that's good. That's good compared to the amount of medicine. I mean, okay, then how much is your medicine premiums?
$0.
You don't pay nothing for your medicine?
Not anymore.
Yep, me neither. I don't pay for medication, nothing. Yep, all my medication is 0.00.
Now they just added in aspirin, because aspirin I would have to pay for because I have to take one a day. They just added in the aspirin. They were doing it for free. Then they turned around and said, no, I have to pay $4 for it. But then one of the insurance companies that whoever my new one is, I got to go through this stuff because eventually I'm gonna have to make sure I'm updated. They went through it and it qualified. So now I get 90 days worth of aspirin, and then my cancer medicines, my blood pressure, all that stuff, $0.
Well, that's nice. I gotta pay for all my little stuff.
Yeah, I told you need to be over here
in Virginia. All my doctors and everything is set up here.
They still will take you. They will take you there. Doctors don't have to change. I go to Chevy Chase for my eyes.
They don't take me there now. So if I move to Virginia, I'm still
the
same doctors in Maryland. I would have to get from Virginia to Maryland.
Then that mean you're gonna have to sign up for assisted care.
That's if you qualify. Certain things, I may not qualify for it.
Well,
how would you for it in Maryland? So
well, how would you? Well, Virginia and Maryland is two different things. Is Maryland a Commonwealth?
No.
Duh, this is the Commonwealth.
I'm not going to go over there and not knowing and take that chance.
Well, that means you got it. That's what you do. You do research, don't you?
Yes, I do. That's what I said. You said you got to come over here to Virginia.
Well, I'm saying, but do the research. But do the research and see if it's good for you.
I will have to see. And I would just ask them one thing: what is your qualified income to get Virginia assistance? And they'll tell you.
I don't know what qualifying income is.
You could Google that information to know if you qualify or not.
Okay. And Dudley, I guess I do because they give it to me.
You hit me though. Shit. That's the first thing that got me laughing on the whole
thing.
What
am I supposed to do? Google for me and say, "Oh yeah, you qualify." I don't know your income.
Give you the income.
No, it give me information of some income, not your income. I can't say if you qualify.
Right, not your income, but it gives you the guidelines. In order for you to qualify, like me, like for certain stuff. I think I told you, if you make over a certain amount, you don't qualify.
Right, that makes sense. But see, then you have Alexandria City, but then you have Fairfax County, which is the richest fucking part of Virginia. I don't know what y'all vouchers are worth over there, but our vouchers over here is damn near $2,500. I mean, they're meeting the qualifications of that you can pay a mortgage with a voucher now.
I'm talking about medical.
I'm
talking about
all of it. If you're getting Medicare, more than likely you're getting assistance with your rent.
That's crazy.
No, that's not. No.
Most times.
That's crazy.
No.
Because what's the point? Oh, damn.
What's the point? What would you say, Trey?
Nothing.
Well, go ahead, speak it.
No, I was thinking about it, but it ain't nothing.
Say it. If you think
ain't shit I want to say, I said I'm leave it alone. I was thinking out loud. Right, leave it alone.
Yeah. I mean, I can't speak on everybody, and I can't say what I do, but I know paying $2,000 a month is hard.
Well,
it's very hard.
We have retirement 401k.
Everybody don't have no retirement. There ain't no bunch of black folks with no damn retirement. That's why that motherfucker went and robbed the bank.
That's what I'm about to tell you. Medicare and Medicaid are two different things. Remember, I said everybody that gets Medicare do not get Medicaid. Just because you draw your disability or you draw your pension, it could put you in a bracket, especially with this 2.5 raise that just gave us, that we just missed the line to get assistance from the state. And that's what they do. Okay.
Right, but then there's subsidies for it also
that'll bring that'll help you with that. There's subsidies.
If you get on a waiting list for Section 8, first of all, the list is closed right now. You got to wait till it opens up to help you with your housing, or you got to look for private Section 8 that has private that goes by private without the government voucher. There's a waiting list. There's a time frame for all this. You can wait 15 years for some stuff to get some help. 10 years.
Because I got this one friend. I mean, because I got this one associate friend. Just got theirs. They had been on the list. She said she had been on the list for 17 years and just got it. But she had signed in for DC, but she lives in Maryland. But they gave her voucher for $4,800.
That means she could get a house up to that limit, up to $4,800, and they come in there and they pay a percentage. They
90%.
They pay the rest up to $4,800.
90%. They pay 90% of her rent, and she gets
by your income. It goes by your income.
Well, so, she works. She works and she get a check. So I don't know what she's doing. That's her business. But however, it works for her. So, I mean, I would do the research, and I'm not going to talk about that shit no more about her business. But however, I mean, I would still look you just don't want to be a Virginia resident. I just say it. You don't want to be a Virginia resident.
I'm not going to jump out the frying pan into the fire.
Don't push that shit in front of my driveway.
Listen, I would at least look at it to see if the fire's not that hot and I can manage. I would, especially if it's going to benefit me. If it's going to benefit me, I would. If it's not going to benefit me, hell no.
Okay. I hear what you're saying.
I hear you, Lee.
Become a Virginia resident. Okay.
No, I'm saying no, not just become a Virginia resident. I'm saying that if you decide to say, look, I'm gonna do this sort of just do research and see if it's beneficial for you. If it's not beneficial for it, then you stay where you are.
That I would do that. Definitely, I would do that.
I mean, when I came up here, I thought it was beneficial for me, and I end up jumping in the fire and end up damn near burying myself. But I'm here. I'm still here. I survived.
I ain't mad at that.
It's been a long haul. But like I said, DC tend to have the best benefits when they looking out for their people, and the best programs and helping and assisting, more so than Maryland. And I don't know about Virginia. You know, even the food pantries, you know, it's just, you know, they just seem to look out for their residents a lot better than PG County. So
yeah,
that might get me in trouble, but I'm telling the truth.
I tell you what, that food pantry in New York over there in Brooklyn, that was off the chain. When you said fresh garden, I'm just saying, man, they had fresh greens, fresh beans, fresh everything in that garden.
They had that DC.
All right, guys, I'm gonna holler at y'all later. You see this right here, right?
Jason Blue by AM Morning. Where your flyer? Don't forget it, guys. You got your tickets for February the 8th. Get it. Perryville, Maryland. It's going down. My Crazy Valentine. Host Poppy the Band. No, host D-Man. Poppy the Band and Gwen Factor and JoJo Baby. Myself. Sandy Bernstein, and Sean. I can't see Sean. I what's Sean's last name? I can't even see his last name. But it's going to be like that. KLM, if you ain't already got your ticket, come on out and check it out. Bring your entourage with you. February the 8th, for the Valentine's Day show. We're going to be in the house, be in effect.